guys, welcome back to Small Bits of Happiness YouTube channel.
Today, we're sharing our top tips on how to stop overthinking.
I can't help but live in the moment. Eyes locked when you talk, it's slow.
Are you ever unable to stop thinking about something? After every conversation, event, or little incident, later on, you just overanalyze everything. Or you just catch yourself thinking about where everything went wrong. I know that this definitely happens to the both of us. The feeling of ruminating on past situations definitely brings a lot of stress into our lives. But the reality is, we could be doing better, happier things in the same time. So today, we're sharing our top tips on how to stop overthinking. And these have really helped us. Plus, stay to the end of the video for a special gift. 1. Recognize it.
When you get stuck in this repetitive and unproductive loop of overthinking, try to take a moment to step back and realize what's going on. I think that a lot of us, when we're overthinking, just kind of brush it off as stress, and we don't dig any deeper. But when we're spiraling and overthinking, it's important to take a moment and acknowledge our thoughts and just dig a bit deeper. So, how can we tell if we're overthinking? 1. Repetitive thoughts. You keep thinking about the same thing. For example, your interaction that you had with a friend, or what you said when the teacher called on you at school today. 2. Lots of planning. If you tend to think through every possible detail in every possible situation and be prepared for them all. For example, if your friendship is kind of in a tough spot right now and you're constantly thinking about who am I going to sit with in science class? Who am I going to sit with in math? Who am I going to sit with at lunch? And you just keep making plans. If this person doesn't sit with me, I'll sit with them. And if they're not there, I'll sit with them. And you just keep thinking about the same thing. And making plans in case something doesn't work out. And then making another plan in case that doesn't work out. 3. Dwelling on the past. If you realize that a lot of the stuff that you're thinking and overthinking and worrying about is stuff that happened in the past. Stuff that we just can't change. So the next time that you're feeling stressed, try to take a moment, think about if you're experiencing any of these little signs or indicators and realize whether or not you're overthinking. 2. Big picture.
Whenever I catch myself overthinking, I like to shift my mindset to the bigger picture. I find that when we do this, it makes our stressor look so small compared to the grand scheme of things. I'll ask myself, how will this affect my life in 5 years? What about 10 years? Most of the time, the thing that you're overthinking about won't matter that much for you to care about it in 5 to 10 years. So try not to waste your energy on it. Instead, do something that brings you happiness. Maybe you awkwardly got a question wrong in front of the whole class.
Or you sent a text message to a group chat that you didn't mean to send that text message to that group chat, which has definitely happened to me before.
But I know that in 5 years, this is not going to be something that I remember.
Yeah, like I sent a message to a group chat like 2 days ago at the beginning of the week, and I sent it and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to school today. Like everyone's gonna be talking about this text message and everyone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that. I mean, I unsent the message, but people had already kind of started to talk about it. I was just like, but even now, like nobody talked about it, nobody said anything about it, and I don't care anymore. It was not worth the amount of stress that it gave me in that moment was not worth it because it's irrelevant now. So just try to kind of realize that, and in the grand scheme of things, in 5 years, will you still be thinking about a text message that you meant to send to your friend or your mom and you accidentally sent it to a group chat?
And on top of that, oftentimes when you don't feed into it, if you're not like going up to everybody and saying, oh my god, I'm so sorry about the text message I sent today, nobody's really thinking about it. It's 7 in the morning and everybody's trying to get themselves together. Everybody's like, oh, I really don't want to go to school today. They're not looking at their phones thinking, oh my god, I can't believe she sent such an embarrassing message.
It wasn't even embarrassing. It was just I meant to send it to somebody else.
Like, I highly doubt, like, nobody cares. It was too early in the morning. Everybody knows that everybody's scatterbrained. 3, set a goal.
I think that sometimes when we're stuck in the past, the best way to move forwards is to set our mindset to the future. Life is a journey, and it's totally okay not to do absolutely great in something, as long as we learn from it and do something to improve on it next time. So, take what you're overthinking and try to make a goal out of it. For example, if you're overthinking because of something that you said to your friend, make it a goal to try to think more before you speak, or like for me, one of my new goals is just to send my messages slower because I don't want to have to go through that again. Or for example, if you're overthinking because of how awkward it was when your teacher called on you in class, make it a goal to try to raise your hand in 1 class per day to try to kind of overcome this awkwardness and just get better at talking in front of the class. Focus on how you're going to improve and not just dwell on the past. 4. Good things.
Instead of focusing on the negative things, think of 3 good things that happened today. Like, I've had many embarrassing things happen to me over a day, and instead of thinking about them, I think about how I had a slice of pizza for lunch and my friend won like a chocolate bar, and I had a few pieces of that, and that was small but happiness. These are small, but looking for the good in a day really helps shift your mindset. 5. Nobody pays that much attention.
Sometimes we overthink really small situations, like something you might have said to a friend during a conversation, or the way you might have looked at somebody and now you think maybe they're mad at you, or a message you sent to a group chat by accident. I know I keep bringing this up, but it was such a big moment. I was just
I know. Like, our mom walked into my room. I was just getting ready, and she was like, you know, Mercedes sent the wrong message to her group chat. She's really upset. She wants to stay home today.
I was really upset, but I went to school that day,
Yeah.
and it was a good day, and I was glad that I went. But like, it's just like overthinking small things. Like, I don't
Yeah.
even remember half the stuff that I say in a day, and just like we can't remember half the stuff that our teacher says in a day.
Yeah.
Our friends and the other people that we talk to also don't remember half the stuff we say.
Yeah, and they're not keeping track of every embarrassing thing you've ever done.
Only we remember, and sometimes if you're talking to your friend, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I said that in front of the class. And you might even be like, oh, wait, I didn't even like pick up on that.
Yeah.
Because we just don't pay, everyone's just focusing on themselves and making sure that they don't embarrass themselves too much. And it's much harder to pick up on small little things that happen to others.
100%.
Plus, even if someone does remember it, they'll likely forget it soon because these things happen all the time. People say silly things or do something a little bit strange all the time, and it's just life, and we just gotta keep moving.
Today, for your free gift, you can find our new link for our podcast, Hack Your Happiness, down below with interview with Teen Viola Seda, who's an activist, and she shares about how to not care what others think. I think that this episode is a great listen, and so make sure to check it out. You can listen to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
And the link is below to both. If you've made it to this point in the video, comment down below the thinking face emoji. Also, make sure to join our happiness family by subscribing to our YouTube channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye!